Mumbai is currently reeling under scorching heat, and to add to the Mumbaikars' woes, there's another problem. Now, BMC has announced a 15% water cut starting March 31st, and this water cut is there for the next 30 days. So, what made BMC resort to this step? What exactly is happening with Mumbai lakes? Are they getting drier? Now, first of all, how does Mumbai even get its water supply? We will find out all of this in today's episode of Mumbai Matters. Hello, I'm Purva Chitnis, special correspondent with ThePrint. Now, last week on March 27, BMC came out with an announcement that there will be a 15% water cut for some parts of the city, including eastern suburbs, because there is a damage to the pipeline in Thane area because of the work carried out by MSRDC in that area. Now, that water cut was only there for 2 days. But a day later, BMC came out with another announcement saying that there will be a 15% water cut for the entire city starting March 31st for a period of 30 days because the 15-kilometer long water tunnel that carries water to the Bhandup complex has been damaged by a builder who was carrying out some construction activity, and that is why it's a major repair which will take about 30 days. Now, what exactly happened? We'll talk about that in detail a little later. But first, let's try and understand how does Mumbai even get its water supply. Now, up until 19th century, Mumbai used to get its water supply from the wells, bore wells and tanks which were built within the city by Mumbaikars. This was enough to give them water supply, but it was dependent on rainwater. But as the population increased, this proved insufficient. So in around 1845-1846, it was decided that a land near Bihar village at the source of Mithi Nadi would be chosen to construct a dam. And that is what happened, and a dam was constructed there. The work started in 1856 and it was successfully completed in 1858. Now this was written by Mariam Dosal in her book Imperial Designs and Indian Realities, The Planning of Bombay City. Now that work was completed in 1858, and during the initial years, it was enough to give supply to Mumbai, give water supply to Mumbai, and it provided around 32 lakh liters of water every year up until 1872, when it was decided that this was proving insufficient and another pipeline was added, and also the height of the dam was increased. But even this proved insufficient, and in around 1879, the work on Tulsi Water Works project was started. Then in 1890s, the conception of Tansa Dam started, that transported an additional of 77 lakh liters of water to Mumbai. As the population increased, the demand increased, and to further this demand, more and more dams were built. Then the corporation decided to build a dam on river Vaitarna, and this released the collected water in Tansa Lake. Slowly, more and more dams were built, and as of today, Mumbai gets its water supply from 7 lakes and reservoirs, which are namely Bhatsa, Middle Vaitarna, Upper Vaitarna, Tansa, Modak Sagar, Tulsi and Vihar. Now coming to the present, Mumbai requires 3,850 million liters of water per day, and it gets its water from the 7 lakes and reservoirs that I've already mentioned. Now, before it reaches the city, it goes through a lot of treatment and filtration, and BMC says that this treatment is done at 3 places: Bhandup, Pise and Panjarpur. Now, Bhandup Complex Water Treatment Plant is believed to be one of Asia's largest, and it has a filtration capacity of 21 million liters of water per day, and BMC says that Mumbai's 65% to 70% of water is treated at Bhandup Water Complex Treatment Plant. Now this water that comes to the Bhandup complex comes through a long tunnel which is about 15-kilometer long and 5,500 millimeter in diameter. Now this is the tunnel which got punctured due to the construction activity, and water was leaking in this tunnel, and this is where the actual works of BMC is right now being carried out. Now this tunnel is very crucial because the water that comes here basically comes from 3 main water sources: Tansa, Upper Vaitarna and Bhatsa. And as I've already said, that 65 to 70% of water is treated at Bhandup Water Complex. That means this tunnel is very crucial. But since BMC is carrying out repair works because water is leaking from this tunnel, because there is a puncture, there's a hole because of the construction activity that was carried out, it says that it needs to completely isolate this tunnel, and instead it needs to bring this water that this tunnel used to bring through another tunnel or another water arrangement to the Bhandup water complex. Now remember, there is no damage to the treatment plant or the treatment plant which is at Bhandup complex, but the damage is done to the tunnel that is actually bringing the water from the reservoirs to the filtration plant. So that's what the BMC is saying, that since the repair work is being carried out, till the time the repair work is being carried out, they are making arrangements to bring this water from the reservoirs to the complex through another arrangement. And that is why the BMC says that there is a 15% water cut, because water supply is getting impacted, because the other alternate arrangement is not as big as the main tunnel that actually carries this water from the reservoirs to the complex. Now, even in the past, we have seen incidences of pipeline getting damaged or pipelines bursting, but that would happen locally, and the damage would be repaired within a day or two, and the water cut or water supply getting impacted would be only for 24 hours or 48 hours to a particular area, and it would be quite localized. But this time around, the water supply is impacted to a major part of the city. In fact, if we talk about western suburbs, there's Andheri, Charkok, Kandivali, Malad areas that are most impacted. In the eastern suburbs, Ghatkopar, Mulund, that is most impacted, and also parts of island cities have also gotten impacted. So this particular time, the damage is there and seen across the city. However, the BMC says that it will take at least 30 days to repair this damage, and they estimate about 13 crore to repair this damage, and had said that they have already spoken to the builder and are in the process of taking that money from the builder, because it is because of that builder's construction activity that the water pipeline got damaged. But BMC says that this will take some time, and there is a water cut and water supply is impacted, and it's seen across the city, and has asked the citizens to use water judiciously and also to cooperate with the BMC, because the BMC says that it is already in the process of trying to resolve this problem, especially in those areas where the water supply is impacted the most, that the areas that we already spoke in the western suburbs, Andheri, Malad, Kandivali, eastern suburbs, Ghatkopar, Mulund, and parts of the island city. The BMC says that it is trying to solve and resolve this problem as soon as possible, but at least for 30 days, for the next 30 days, until the end of April, there will be a 15% water cut in the city, and that is why it is advisable to Mumbaikars to use water judiciously. That's all we have for you in this episode of Mumbai Matters. We will be back with more such episodes. Until then, keep tuning in to The Print.